What's up, YouTube? So today, we got ourselves a little bit of a hashtag AskTripleM session. What are the pay-per-views that you'll be attending this year after WrestleMania? Because I'm gonna go to school, as in college, because, you know, your boy graduating stuff this year. Only got like 2 months left. I will be going to Ring of Honor. I think it's Best in the World. It's gonna be here June 29th. I'll be going to that. But besides, you know, going to WrestleMania or stuff after WrestleMania, I don't foresee any reason why I'm going to any. So I probably won't go to any. Yeah, I just don't see myself going. I might, maybe, go to TakeOver Brooklyn. I'm still thinking about it. I don't really see myself doing it, but we'll see. Who are your top 5 rappers in the game right now? Alright, so I don't know if you consider these guys a top, but these are gonna be like my top. It have to be Blake, which I know you guys probably don't know. He's a guy based out in Texas. I said a couple times, but I used one of the songs for the entrances in that series and my match against Kamikaze. T Grizzly, I think, is probably the best like lyrical rapper right now. I think I can say that much. Maybe Jordan Lucas, he's really good too. So one or the other. I think those two are like the best like lyrical rappers. Not all this mumble stuff. I'm gonna go with Trippie Redd. Like I like some of his stuff. Not everything, just some of it. 5, oh, Logic. Yeah, easy, Logic. Every Day, 44 More. His entire album just came out, Bobby Tarantino too. He threw those shots back at Jordan Lucas with Yuck. I think it was on Yuck. It might be another song. I enjoy everything about Logic. Also, he's from Maryland and yeah, from DC. And he's from Gaithersburg, which is like maybe 30, 45-ish minutes away from me. So yeah, locally, of course, I'm gonna have to like him. I'm not gonna lie, I know a lot of people don't like him, but like there's a couple Tekashi 6ix9ine songs I actually like. Mainly because of the beat, not really because of him. I don't know about you guys. I enjoy Lil Dicky's song with Chris Brown. Some people said it sucked. Like my friend, he hates it. Like he used to be such a really big Lil Dicky fan, and ever since that song came out, he's starting to like not like him. If I had the ability to either sing or dance like Chris Brown, I'd be a made man. I just need like one of those characteristics, and I'll be good. That's all I want. Opinions on Cultaholic. I like them. I've been watching these guys since Well Culture, so I mean, I enjoy what they're doing. I like the fact they went out on their own, they're starting their own little adventure. Nothing but respect for them. I think they're all doing really good at their job. I've always been really big on Ross, he's really funny. And that's not even to discredit guys at Well Culture right now. Like Adam Cleary, whatever. I think it's pretty entertaining. Jules has really taken over, and Simon's like the top dog there now. So like I enjoy like everyone, like Well Culture, Cultaholic, I like them both. Do you think Bullet Club's All-In show in August will be able to sell 100,000 tickets? If so, in what ways will it impact wrestling as a whole? There's a part of me that really doesn't think it'll hit 10,000. I want to be there. I want to be a part of that like, you know, entire experience. But if All-In does do 10,000 tickets, I think there's a really big possibility for it. But there's also a good possibility it may not. If it doesn't hit 10,000, then it's gonna be something like 7. I really do think they really need to like try their hardest to get CM Punk, to be honest. If you want to guarantee your 10,000 tickets, I mean, you really want to get CM Punk, especially that's in like, well, kind of Chicago, it's like right outside of it. They don't need CM Punk, but I think they really do need to like attempt to try to get him. But if this really does like do the 10,000 that's talking about, this could actually be like an independent version of WrestleMania. Because All-In, it can mean a lot of different things, right? So like it could be All-In of like all the independent wrestling companies in the world. They all provide like their own really big matches to go on that card. If it goes well this year, I can see it happen every year. Also, apparently they're gonna be doing like weekend events, kind of like what WrestleMania does, with events leading up to All-In. So like I really do think it's something cool, and I want to be a part of it like so bad. But I'm literally starting college like within that first week or 2 before All-In, so it's not my best interest, but I want to be there. Are you a Lucha Underground fan, or are you going to watch a new season? I am a fan of it, right? So like when I first started watching it back in like 2015, whatever the first year it came out, 2016 maybe. I loved it so much. I thought it was so cool and so different from like what actual wrestling is today. But like I don't even have El Rey Network anymore, so I just can't see it. Am I a fan of it? I am. Whenever I can like catch stuff on YouTube, I always watch it. I love their product and always want to support like a different wrestling company. And are you a fan of Sammy Guevara? I actually really am. I love what he's doing right now of being like one of the only, besides like being the elite, of course, but that's like a cast of people. He's pretty much the only wrestler that I can think of. I don't know if there's anyone else. Yeah, he's like vlogging his life, but he's also a wrestler at the same time. I mean, to put in perspective, he's like a wrestler version of Casey Neistat, which I think is really cool. And actually, I would love to like interview him one day. So actually saying that out loud, I need to send some emails. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to get that to happen. I'm a big fan of the guy. I love to see what he's doing right now. It's incredible. What do you think about the Fabulous Moolah scandal? So my thoughts on Fabulous Moolah. You are a crappy human being, lady, who is, she's dead, right? Yeah, she is. If all the allegations are true, and is there a reason why I shouldn't think they're true? Knowing that they're all probably 100% true, you are a piece of work. I'm glad WWE finally changed it. I don't know why they even tried to do it at first, which is just a whole situation in itself of where their mindset is on how dumb they think we are, that they can just, you know, erase history by not mentioning it. And now it's the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, which I think is just something that doesn't need to happen. I don't like having the idea of having everyone on the card because it doesn't feel like a special super card if everyone is on the card. But then again, people work really hard all year round to have a moment at WrestleMania, even if it's not a significant one. So like, I'm happy, but I'm not happy because, like, for one, that's gonna be on the pre-show. Like WrestleMania, I feel like I just want to see like the big super card, like, you know, big time storylines happen, longer matches, but not necessarily have like these mini roles of throwing everyone on the card. But people do work really hard and they do deserve it. So like, it's not anyone's fault. It might be a booking standpoint's fault, but like, it's not like the wrestler's fault. Like Becky Lynch, she should be on WrestleMania. That's not her fault that she's not. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Like, I just don't enjoy the fact that everyone's on the card, but also know these people work really hard all year round, so like, they deserve it. If you could create a stable with past and current male and female superstars, who would it be and what would you name? I think it's never been done before. It'd be a lot of guys from like this like yellow brand, right? They would come off this show where they had like, it was like a game show, right? This is all my idea. And they had like proteges that were current superstars, right? There could be like this black guy with like a lot of hair, and CM Punk could be his pro. And then you could have like this big British guy, right? And he's gonna wear like a coat over his shoulders. And then his protege could be like Chris Jericho, right? You could have this guy named, what's a good name? Skip. Yeah, Skip's a good name. And his guy can be like, let's go with William Regal? I think he's good. The show will be on, it'll be called like Next, something like that, right? We'll probably just like drop the E out of that. It's still pronounced Next, but you know, it's just NXT. And then when they're on the main roster, this is really cool. They'll break into the ring, right? And they'll beat up everyone. Let's say like John Cena's taking on CM Punk, right? They get into the ring, they beat them all up, they rip apart the ring and stuff. Maybe like the tiny one in the group, he could choke out like the ring announcer with his tie. So their tagline will be, if you're not with us, you're next to us. It's gonna be great. Maybe like a big N in black, but surrounding it is like a big square of yellow. Woo! Good idea, Malcolm. Oh, you need to add a girl in there. So, nah, we don't need them. You're doing such an amazing job with your channel. Thank you. My question is, do you have a plan on how to balance training, YouTube, and college if you decide to go to college? Well, for one, your boys aren't being accepted. You know, I'm already up in these universities and stuff. Funny story, I'm not gonna say the name of the university because I don't know legal stuff. Just because I'm black doesn't make me Otunga. But I actually got accepted into this school, right? We'll call it School A. We'll call it Harvard, because I'm smart. And one of the representatives from Harvard, they messaged me saying, you know, congratulations on getting in. You're gonna have a great couple of years here. And we love your YouTube channel. You do such a good job. I'm like, well, oh, hold on. Let me reread that last sentence again. Yeah, oh, yep, he said YouTube channel. That's, not weird, strange. Yeah, that was that little story. But wrestling school, I'm gonna balance them all, right? I'm gonna do it. I don't know how, don't ask me. What match are you most excited for WrestleMania? Hashtag AskTripleM. Now, I would say AJ versus Nakamura, which I am so ecstatic that it's actually gonna happen. But like, I wanted this since I was 8 years old, and that's John Cena versus The Undertaker. I wanted this for 10 years now. 10 years, 10. That little Ty Dillinger for you. When I see that WrestleMania graphic come up, I might tear up a little bit. I won't actually, because I'm a rock solid man. Alright? I don't do that kind of stuff. Just like a real man, I eat my cereal without milk. Just like a real man, I put on my shoes, then my socks. I don't even know where I was going with that, but I just really want to see John Cena versus Undertaker, so that's my answer. Are you a fan of Aleister Black? Of course. What's your favorite non-WWE wrestler? Mandy Leon, or Shane Strickland, or MJF? Where do you see your channel in a year? Dang, Marcus, you gotta chill those good questions, bro. But I would love to turn my channel into something much like Sammy Guevara, and more of like a vlogging lifestyle situation. I mean, I don't know if that's a year from now, that might be like 2 or maybe 3, I don't really know. I do think there's a parallel of what like a wrestling fan can talk about, and then a wrestler can talk about. It's a really weird parallel. I don't really think you're gonna see like a wrestler, like, unless he's like Joey Janela. He's not gonna make a YouTube video ranting about the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal. You know why? He doesn't have to give a crap. He's not working in that company. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing on YouTube, but subscriber numbers, I would hope. I'm in the 30s. 30 sounds good. 50s. Do you think WWE should just let go of Lio Rush? No, I don't really think that. I think he'll go to 205 Live. Hopefully he can find himself a gimmick, because like, you don't want to be a good wrestler on 205 Live, because everyone's a good wrestler, so like, you need something. There's a level of being a good wrestler and then being a star and being a good wrestler and a star. Every good wrestler that you guys know, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, they're always a good wrestler, but that character is what took him to the next level. All you someone on 205 Live, for example. So Drew Gulak, really good freaking wrestler, right? Yeah, of course. He got to WWE, tried to do the same thing, really didn't work until he started doing that PowerPoint stuff and really showing how like funny he is. And now he's like the greatest thing on 205 Live. So I think Lio Rush needs to find himself a really good gimmick so he can connect his really good wrestling with his good gimmick, and that makes him to a star. Also, 3 independent wrestlers you would like to see matched up with WWE stars at WrestleMania. So, Keith Lee versus Braun Strowman. Let's go with Tessa Blanchard versus, let's go with Becky Lynch. That's a good match. Yeah, wow, that's actually really good. And finally, MJF versus The Miz. Those are 2 really good, solid heels that would just clash so well together, like against each other. So good. Why are you the best YouTuber? I don't know. There's lots of reasons. I mean, like, have you looked at me? For one, I'm undeniably good looking. Not everyone's born with these dimples, you know? Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably like a solid 7 out of 10. I'm okay with that. I can't answer that question. I don't think I'm the best. I know I am. Would you travel to another country if Mania was ever held somewhere? For example, England. I don't think I'd ever travel anywhere for WrestleMania, like outside the country. I would go there to like visit the country in general, because I've been outside the country like 3 times. I went to Amsterdam, Italy, and Ghana. But I don't think I would go there for a wrestling purpose. But I would go there to like enjoy the country and wrestling. If I go to England, I'm probably just gonna go to enjoy England as a country, and then probably go to a couple Progress shows, because you know, I like Progress. What I really want to do, I want to take the whole YWO, like I don't want to take them, like they got fun themselves. But like we all go to Japan for Wrestle Kingdom, because we'd be the first YouTubers ever vlogging. We'll have some respectable vlogs from Japan. I'm talking to you, Logan. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes? No? Oh my God, I don't really know. It's between bread, so I would say yes, but it's not called I don't know. Yes? What does the term stand mean? Because I don't know. Chris, I saw this and I had to actually, you know, DM Indigo and ask her what it meant, because honestly, I really don't know what it means. I thought it just meant like hardcore wrestling fan, but apparently it's something more than that. I'm gonna read out what she said. It's like a hardcore fan based off Eminem's music video called Stand With The Crazy Fan. If you never told me that, I would have never known that. You're just full of knowledge, aren't you? From the homie Norma on Instagram, so if you aren't following her, she has like 8,000 followers, pretty much double what I have. In your opinion, what are the good and bad things on this wrestling community? With fans in general, good and bad things. So basically, like, what are the good things and bad things about the wrestling community, right? I don't really have that much bad to say. There's always a couple bad people in every, you know, spotlight of entertainment. But overall, wrestling fans, honestly, I can say this and I mean it. I think if you compare wrestling fans to like any sport, soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, about actual American football, NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, NASCAR, whatever. I think wrestling fans honestly have like the strongest, like, you know, like brotherhood, sisterhood, family like atmosphere. Like, I say this, I really do mean it. So I meet you guys, like, I am so energetic. Like, when you guys meet me, I'm probably really energetic because, like, I love meeting you guys, right? Not because, like, oh my God, they're watching on YouTube, you know, celebrity in the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know. No, but like, I just love talking to wrestling fans. Like, here's an example, right? So I was on the Metro going to the gym. There's some guy on the same card that had a Bailey shirt on, right? It was like him and his daughter. There was no wrestling event around the time. They were just wearing it just to wear it, right? So I just went over to him, I started talking to him about wrestling. I just love talking to wrestling fans. Turns out his daughter actually watching me on YouTube. So hi, Christina. How's it going? You can go on Twitter and see like all these girls that like, they talk about Nikki Bella all the time, right? Or Sasha Banks. I stand Nikki, whatever. Then they meet each other in person and they're just like hugging out like they've known each other for like 5 years. The same thing for guys. We don't hug because we're men. Same that time I hugged Wyatt. Social media is good for wrestling fans and probably bad for wrestling. It's like, it goes 50-50. You see all these different communities of people that come from different backgrounds. Because everyone has that same like mutual respect for wrestling, it's like we all just become like tight like that. For example, I wouldn't know X3 or Wyatt or Kayla or Matt or Indigo, Leslie, anyone, right? If it wasn't for wrestling and social media, of course. I'm talking to a camera in a room by myself. If someone walked in on me recording this video right now, I'm just talking to a camera. But what they don't see is I'm talking to a bunch of people. Wrestling is just a beautiful thing and I love it. Just the community and the actual sport. Kind of sport, scripted sport. But thank you guys for watching this video. I really love all your questions. If I didn't answer yours, it's not because it's bad or anything. I literally have so many that I only want to narrow down to like the top tier. I try to answer pretty much everyone. I don't try to answer too many people multiple times. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you really enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, share, always subscribe, and we outie.